Hi, we're the Bessies. Pastor Dion has asked us to share a little bit about our life and how the virus, the COVID, has changed anything, if at all. We're a homeschool family. This is my son, Joseph.
Hi.
And Ruby, my rambunctious dog. So as far as homeschool goes, nothing's really changed too much as we've been homeschooling for a number of years already. However, with the virus, that's been kind of an issue that's very scary for us. For me, primarily, I have pulmonary hypertension. And what that is, it's high blood pressure within the lungs. And over the course of time, what it does is it hardens the cells and it doesn't allow for oxygen exchange. So I know what it's like not to be able to breathe. So I have a sort of an empathy when I read the stories of people that have been affected and are very severely sick with this COVID-19 virus that's happening right now. But in the meantime, we just keep plugging along, and that's all we can do is just one day at a time. Let me show you our homeschool. Joseph is going to Fillmore High School, Independent Studies. He has his laptop that was issued by the school. And so he does his homeschool here. He can do it in his bedroom. He can do it anywhere where it's most comfortable for him. This is my teacher desk. So I've got it all laid out. I've got my curriculum with the books. And I just kind of go through the day giving them their assignments, their tests, and so forth. These are my kids. Here's Ryan somewhere. Here you go, Ryan. There's Ryan, my little clown. He sits here, there's Naomi, and there's Carmelita.
Cool, nice work. Oh, scribbles. Oh, the picture. Okay, nice. Oh.
In spite of what's been going on with this virus and us having to be sheltered, it's okay because, excuse me, it's okay because, we're plugged in through the 12 on 12, the church YouTube, we have church services. There's also the Zoom. And within the Zoom, we do our Bible studies. So we don't need to be feeling so isolated. At least we try our best not to. This whole thing with the COVID has been kind of scary. And it's been so good to be plugged in with our church family. We had a scare not that long ago with one of my sons where it was in the middle of the night. And I immediately was able to call my pastor and his wife. And they were there to pray. It's so good to be plugged in, and I'm so glad for that. Thank you, Pastor Dion and Patricia. But in the meantime, we just keep going, we plug in, and one of the best verses that we have that encourages us is Jeremiah 29:11, which I have here. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and the future. And that's exactly what God gives us. Many years ago, when I was a baby Christian, I was at my brother's house and I was praying. This was way before I got sick, way before my family or anything like that. And as I was praying, this thought came into my mind, and it was a sentence that says, follow me and I will show you many a great and wondrous things. Being a little confused as to where this would come from, I asked my brother, who's been walking with the Lord much longer than I have, and he said to me, he kind of jokingly laughed, and he said, the Lord just called you. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, read your Bible. He goes, it's in Jeremiah. I go, what's Jeremiah? It's in the Old Testament. It says right here, and it's so dear to me, I have it written down, and I look at it continuously. It's Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and many mighty things which you do not know. At that time, which was about 30 years ago, I didn't know all the things I would go through. Anything like that. So I hung on to that verse and I kept it in my heart, hidden away. And when the time came, unexpectedly, that I got sick, I've had a brain bleed that I almost died from. I've gone through heart failure. I hung on to those verses, these two primarily. And I called out God on that. I said, Lord, you said you would show me many and great and wondrous things. And I took inventory. I said, well, I've seen this, but I don't think that's many. So this cannot be the end. So I encourage you, seek the Lord, read these verses, stay connected with the church through Zoom, YouTube, the Bible studies. I hope this blesses you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.